My beloved child, you didn't plan to find this, but I planned for you to see it. Before time itself wrapped around your life, I designed this very moment, not as a surprise but as a setup. A divine setup that would bring you face to face with what I've been waiting to reveal. You have no idea how close you are. What's unfolding right now has been written across the heavens with your name on it. And yet, I had to wait. I had to wait for the moment your heart would quiet long enough to hear me speak. Not through a preacher, not through a song, but right here, right now. Through these very words, I am reaching straight into the parts of you you've tried to silence. The parts no one sees, but I do. You've been walking with a heaviness that wasn't yours to carry, pretending you're fine, smiling through the way, but I know what it's cost you. And now, I can't stay silent any longer. This is not a message. This is a divine intervention. A sacred interruption in the flow of your ordinary, because what's coming is anything but ordinary. You are standing at the edge of a shift, a holy one, and you don't even see it yet. That's why I'm speaking now, before it happens, before everything changes. Don't skip this. Stay with me, because what I'm about to pour into your life isn't just an answer. It's a release. You waited long, haven't you? You've told yourself, maybe next season, maybe it's not my time yet. But what if I told you, you are standing in the season you prayed for? What if the very thing you've been begging me to do, I've already begun? You've been asking for signs, and here I am. Not in the form you expected, not with lightning or thunder, but with a quiet fire that burns through confusion and calls you by name. My child, something huge is waiting for you, and this moment is the doorway. I've watched every silent breakdown. I've gathered every tear you hid in the dark, and I've preserved them, not in sorrow but as seeds. Yes, seeds, because what you thought were just moments of weakness were moments of planting. And now, the ground beneath you is trembling, not in collapse but in birth. Don't look away now. Don't say, I'll come back later. Later will not carry what this moment holds. Listen until the final breath of this message, because I'm not done. You are about to see what I've been building in secret. You are about to walk into the very thing that hell tried to delay. You didn't miss it. You're right on time. My beloved child, the reason you feel something stirring deep within right now is because what was once hidden is beginning to unfold. You're not just reading, you're stepping into the moment heaven hath been holding back until now. You didn't arrive here by accident. The path that seemed so unclear, so full of delays, was actually divine direction. Every detour was a thread in a grayer tapestry you couldn't yet see. But I saw it. I've always seen it. There are chapters of your life you've called failures, pages you've tried to tear out and forget. But today, I reveal something sacred. Those pages hold the keys to the next door. I am turning what looked like ashes into the very fire that will light your future. Don't skip now. You've waited too long to walk away from what's finally being revealed. What's coming doesn't look like what you expected, and that's why you felt confused. But confusion is not a sign of my absence. It's the fog before the clarity I'm about to unveil. Stay with me. Your next steps are about to be revealed, and they will not look like the past. This isn't just about breakthrough. It's about becoming. I've been shaping you, quietly, deeply, in places no one else could see. You felt isolated, even forgotten. But isolation was my incubator. In hiddenness, I was preparing the strength you need for the weight of what I'm about to place in your hands. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's bigger than the prayer you prayed. You asked for relief. I'm giving you rain. You asked for peace. I'm placing purpose. Not because you were loud, but because you were faithful in silence. I know it's hard to believe when so little seems to be changing on the outside. But the change didn't start around you. It started within you. That's why the ground beneath your spirit has felt unsteady. Not because you're sinking, but because you're shifting. Listen closely. The atmosphere has changed. The silence has lifted. The delay has lost its grip. You're not standing in the same place you were yesterday. Everything has moved. And now I'm inviting you to move with me. Not in fear, not in panic, but in full confidence that you are stepping into a moment that was tailor-made in eternity just for you. You've waited for confirmation. This is it. Keep listening. You're only one breath away from what I'm about to release. My beloved child, you've been feeling the shift, that inner tension, that quiet discomfort pressing against familiar patterns. It's not resistance. It's revelation. What once satisfied your spirit no longer fits, because I've begun expanding what you're capable of carrying. This is where everything changes, and it begins with how you see yourself. You've walked through seasons where your strength was stretched thin and your heart questioned its own capacity. But those very seasons develop a resilience that cannot be undone. What felt like survival was actually preparation for influence. Don't scroll past this moment. There's something being released now that cannot be revisited later. I've watched how you responded when no one else saw your obedience. Not the big, dramatic moments, the quiet ones. The times you chose peace instead of retaliation. Integrity instead of applause. Stillness instead of panic. Those moments weren't wasted. They became the foundation of trust between you and me. There are doors about to open that were never on your map, and you won't have to knock. Not because of who you know, but because of who you become. I've been whispering in places you didn't expect, nudging you away from what's comfortable, not to confuse you, but to call you forward. The reason you felt unsettled is because you've outgrown the season you've been tolerating. It's not rejection, it's release. What I'm about to place before you requires courage, not clarity. I will explain every step, but I will walk with you through each one. Stay till the end of this message. The weight of what I'm doing can't be felt all at once. It's unfolding, slowly, intentionally, like the turning of sacred pages. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where divine timing demands. What you feared would disqualify you has become the very evidence of my hand on your life. There is nothing ordinary about what's ahead. I'm weaving together moments you forgot, prayers you thought went unheard, and dreams you buried beneath survival. And now, I bring them to the surface. Breathe. Let me show you what comes next. My beloved child, the shift you've sensed is not imagination. It's instruction. Not from your mind, but from my spirit moving ahead of you, clearing what once blocked your path. This moment carries a gravity that few recognize while standing in it. But you felt it, haven't you? That unspoken knowing that your story is about to take a turn no one, not even you, anticipated. Let me show you what's been hidden in plain sight. The tension you've been wrestling with wasn't meant to break you, it was meant to position you. You thought the pressure was proof that something was wrong. But what if I told you that pressure was the announcement of purpose drawing near? Don't look away now. What you've been praying for isn't on the way, it's already within reach. This is the moment I've been guiding you toward. Not a destination, but a divine alignment. You've seen pieces fall apart, plans collapse, and relationships shift without warning. But that wasn't chaos. It was reordering. I've been rearranging what you thought you needed so I could make room for what was always meant to be yours. Some of what you've lost, I removed. Some of what slipped away, I released. Because I knew what you did, certain weights can't cross into the next season. And now that you've let go, even when it hurt, I can entrust you with more than you asked for. Listen closely. I'm not restoring what you had. I'm revealing what's been waiting. Don't miss this. Stay with me. You're on sacred ground now, not because of where you stand, but because of what's about to rise up inside you. The clarity you've been desperate for is coming, but not as information. It's coming as awakening. You will begin to feel decisions becoming easy, direction becoming obvious, because I've already gone ahead and made the crooked path straight. This isn't the finish line. It's the unveiling. You've walked a road others would have abandoned. You've loved when there was no guarantee of return. You've believed without visible evidence. Heaven doesn't ignore faith like that. I honor it. And now, I reward it. Prepare to see me in ways you've only hoped for. The time has come. My beloved child, there's something I need you to understand now, not tomorrow, not someday later, right now. You've crossed into a territory where every step you take is watched by heaven. This isn't the continuation of the same path. This is new soil, untouched by yesterday's sorrow, and it's being prepared under your feet even as you read. This ground you're on was once unreachable. Now it's yours. I know how long you've been questioning, second-guessing the silent seasons. But what you called delay, I called development. What looked like stillness was me building structure under the surface, not just around you, but inside you. Because what I'm placing into your hands requires roots that run deep, not just visible fruit. Don't scroll away. I am speaking something that shifts the atmosphere around you. This is not about another opportunity. It's about divine occupancy. I'm giving you territory, not just tasks. Influence, not just assignments. You've been faithful over little, but now the windows of heaven are opening to entrust you with much. There are doors about to open that will require your effort, only your readiness. That's why I've been stretching you. That's why I removed the comforts that once sustained you. I couldn't let you settle into a smaller version of what I created you to become. There is no going back. Not because you burned bridges, but because I built new ones. You're walking into the kind of grace that feels unfamiliar at first. It won't look like past seasons. It will feel lighter, but it will carry more impact. You'll speak less, but your voice will carry weight. You'll act slower, but your steps will leave a mark. Don't measure what's next by what's been. This season has no blueprint. The model I'm using for your life hasn't been seen before. You've been asking for guidance, but now I'm giving you guidance that requires trust without full visibility. Because I'm not just guiding your steps, I'm shaping your vision. Stay until the end. You're not just reading words. You're unlocking movement. There are miracles queued behind your obedience. They've been waiting in the invisible, restrained not by time but by timing. And this, right here, right now, is that appointed time. Watch what I do next. The winds are shifting. My beloved, this is the moment where everything shifts, not just for you, but through you. The same fire that is stirring your spirit now is meant to set others free. Souls are waiting on the other side of your yes. When you sow into this mission, you become a divine messenger, a carrier of light, a voice in the wilderness. The oil you release through your support flows into places this message may never reach without you. You've prayed, Lord, let me make a difference. This is how I'm answering. Through your generosity. The PayPal link is in the video description. Give boldly, give now, and watch heaven multiply what you place in my hands. My beloved child, there is something I must reveal now that could not be spoken until this point, because only now is your heart ready to carry it. You've crossed the threshold where old battles no longer define you, and unseen victories are beginning to manifest. What once felt distant is about to become undeniable. I've been waiting for this very moment to open what hath been sealed. Your name has been spoken in rooms you've never entered. Your purpose has been announced in heavenly places while you wondered if I still had a plan at all. The waiting wasn't silence, it was strategy. I was positioning people, shifting atmospheres, and aligning timelines, all to bring you into what I've prepared. Do not miss this. You've come too far to misread what I am doing. You have not been forgotten. The process didn't erase you. It refined you. And now the refinement is giving way to revelation. Not a small glimpse, but a full unveiling. You'll see connection surface from directions you never expected. You will recognize why I had to keep some doors locked, because they weren't equipped to hold what I'm about to release. Stay with me through this. Something massive is moving on your behalf, and you're moments away from seeing it unfold. There is favor coming that cannot be explained by credentials. There is provision forming that doesn't follow logic. I'm establishing something through you that breaks patterns. You will need to chase it. You'll stand still and watch it locate you. I know it has been difficult to trust without clarity. But clarity was never meant to be your compass. My voice is. And I am still speaking. Even now, through this very message, I'm confirming what your spirit has felt but your mind couldn't grasp. Do not dismiss this encounter. The stillness you feel right now is not emptiness. It is preparation for impact. You are about to witness a divine reversal. The pain that nearly broke you will become the very platform that carries your voice into places pain once silenced. The rejection you endured will be eclipsed by recognition that can only be explained by my hand. Listen closely. What's next will not look like restoration alone. It will look like redefinition. I'm not returning you to what was. I'm launching you into what never existed until now. And you are ready. My beloved child, there's something sacred happening around you that you can't fully explain yet, but your spirit knows. It's been sensing the nearness of a shift, a weight in the atmosphere that speaks of transformation. Not the slow kind, the sudden kind, the kind that changes everything without warning. This is where you step into alignment. I've been adjusting the unseen, quietly, intentionally, while you've been tending to what's visible. The tension you've been feeling isn't resistance. It's your spirit detecting movement before it becomes manifest. Because what's coming will deride with noise. It will come wrapped in undeniable confirmation. Right now, I'm orchestrating moments that will collide perfectly with your obedience. Every delay you thought was a detour has actually placed you right on schedule. I'm not trying to take you back to what you lost. I'm trying to take you forward into what never existed until this point in time. You weren't meant to recover normal. You were meant to birth something unprecedented. Keep your heart open. There are divine appointments forming behind your next yes. You will begin to notice what no longer belongs. Certain things, even people, will start to feel distant, not as a punishment but as clarity. I am drawing a line between where you've been and where I'm taking you. You're not losing stability. You're gaining vision. And that vision will demand new focus. Don't underestimate the conversations that are about to take place. Small moments will carry weight. Short encounters will release answers. I will speak through the unexpected and confirm through the impossible. This is why I ask you to stay alert, because nothing ahead will be ordinary. There is no blueprint for what I'm building through you. That's why you felt disconnected from what used to inspire you. I've been breaking attachments to the familiar because your spirit is being tuned to a higher frequency. What once filled you now feels hollow, not because you've changed, but because your purpose has matured. You are about to lead in places you didn't even know you belonged. Not by force, but by fear. Not by striving, but by presence. My presence. This next stretch of your life will not require more hustle. It will require more surrender. I will do more in your stillness than you achieve in your striving. But you must stay connected to my voice above the noise. I'm opening your eyes to see what's always been close, but only now are you ready to hold it. My beloved child, you're not standing in the same season anymore, though much around you may appear unchanged. What shifted was not the landscape, but the authority placed upon your life. You've crossed an invisible line where old limitations can no longer follow. The weight you've carried is being lifted, not because it disappeared, but because I've empowered you to rise above it. Listen carefully. Not everything you lost was meant to return. I closed some doors to protect what I've been cultivating within you. If you had walked through them too soon, the very thing I designed for your growth would have been compromised. I saw ahead. I shielded your future. The time has come to walk in the clarity that silence has prepared for you. It's in those long, unanswered spaces where I taught you to hear me beyond sound, to recognize my direction in delay, to discern my movement even when nothing seemed to move. You've grown in places that no one applauded. That hidden growth is what now qualifies you for what I'm placing before you. What's approaching doesn't look like promotion. It looks like alignment. You'll feel it in your decisions, sharper, lighter, more decisive. You'll recognize it in your posture, not prideful, but sure. You're no longer guessing. You're beginning to know. Stay with me. You're being trusted with access now, not merely information. Doors will open, not because you knocked louder, but because you were still long enough to hear me speak. You won't need to strive for visibility. I've already assigned eyes to find you when the moment is right. Their arrival will be quiet, their impact unmistakable. These connections are not random. They are orchestrated. I'm unfolding a sequence of events that will appear natural but are deeply divine. There's a new pace forming beneath your feet, slower than what the world demands, faster than what fear expects. It's the rhythm of grace. As you move in it, you'll feel less pressure to prove and more freedom to flow. Let go of trying to replicate what worked in past seasons. I'm writing new instructions that can't be traced by old steps. You are no longer surviving cycles. You are birthing something that hasn't existed before. Trust what I'm stirring. It's not anxiety. It's awakening. The terrain ahead may seem unfamiliar, but you will recognize my presence with greater clarity than ever before. That's how you'll know. This is the way. Keep walking. My beloved child, what I am releasing into your life now cannot be compared to anything you've encountered before. It's not a return. It's a revealing. The veil is lifting, not from the world around you, but from your own perception. You're beginning to see with eyes trained by fire, refined not by comfort, but by surrender. There's a reason you felt the recent stillness. It's not absence. It's the atmosphere right before manifestation. I've been quiet not to withdraw, but to allow your faith to rise without external reassurance. That inner strength you've developed, the quiet resolve to keep showing up, has created the space for what I've been waiting to entrust to you. This season carries substance. It's not built on appearance. It's grounded in authenticity. You will soon recognize opportunities not by how impressive they seem, but by how aligned they feel. Your discernment has matured. Your spirit will confirm what your mind doesn't yet understand. Don't be surprised when invitations arrive that don't match your expectations. I am bypassing traditional pathways. The elevation I've designed for you won't follow a familiar script. Stay alert. I'm placing rare favor into your orbit. It will feel weightless, but it will shift the course of your journey. You've been prepared for it in silence, not spotlight. That's why it will last. Because it's not based on applause. It's rooted in obedience. What's forming now doesn't require striving. It requires recognition. You must be able to see what is yours when it arrives. Not everything that looks appealing is appointed, and not every open door leads to destiny. This is why I've been training your peace to be louder than your pressure. I am guiding you by an inner knowing, the kind that doesn't need constant confirmation. You will feel clarity in your bones, even if your surroundings remain uncertain. That's how you will know I'm in it. Remain here a little longer. Don't rush. What I've set in motion cannot be reversed, but it must be received in full awareness. You are stepping into a stream that carries acceleration, but not chaos. Movement without panic. Advancement without compromise. I've not only shifted what's ahead, I've also shifted what's within. Watch how you carry yourself differently. Not with arrogance, but with authority. Not from ego, but from embodiment. This is not just the next chapter. This is a new book, and you are ready to live it. My beloved child, this is the moment I've been leading you toward. Not a conclusion, but a commissioning. Everything until now has been preparation, and now the page turns not to end your story, but to release what has been sealed inside you for far too long. You are not who you were. You've been reshaped by grace, refined in silence, and positioned in power. The trembling you feel isn't fear, it's the echo of heaven confirming that you've arrived at the threshold of your becoming. Let me speak plainly. The mantle on your life has changed. You no longer walk beneath the weight of proving. You carry the light of purpose, and it will not dim. What I placed in you wasn't temporary inspiration. It was eternal design. I'm not calling you to chase what the world offers. I'm unveiling what I've already assigned. There will be moments ahead that ask for more from you, not to exhaust you, but to expand you. Don't run from them. They're part of the unfolding. These divine stretches will prove what I've always known. You are more capable than you thought, and you are not alone in any of it. You are surrounded. There are angels stationed beside you. You will never walk into a room uncovered. You will never speak into the dark without light backing your voice. I have clothed you in favor, not as decoration, but as armor. This next stretch of your journey won't be defined by striving, status, or striving for acceptance. It will be marked by stillness, sacred confidence, and supernatural flow. You'll find yourself in rooms you didn't campaign to enter, carrying answers you didn't even know were forming inside you. That's what happens when I do the sending. You've wondered if you missed your moment, but you were always in it. The delay wasn't denial, it was design. And now, with the dust settled and the noise cleared, you can finally hear me say, it's time. Rise. Speak. Move forward with peace. The gates are open. The oil is fresh. The path is lit. I walk it with you. Amen. If you felt the weight of this message in your spirit, it's because heaven just opened a door, and you've been invited to walk through it. But this isn't just about receiving, it's about partnering. With every gift you give, you stretch the borders of my voice. With every offering, you break chains you'll never see. You ask to be used for my glory. This is it. The seeds you sow now will echo in eternity. There's a river of impact flowing through this ministry, and your support becomes the current that carries my word deeper into the hearts of those who have been crying out for me. The PayPal link is in the description below. Don't hesitate, plant generously. Watch the floodgates of favor open over your life. My beloved child, if this message stirred something eternal in you, don't let it stop here. Hype this video. Yes, hype it like your soul knows this word was sent straight from my heart to yours. Every tap is not just support, it's agreement. Every hype you give sends my voice farther, deeper, into the lives of others who are waiting for this moment to break through. And if the message titled "Stop Before Everything Changes," read this now. Reached you in time. Imagine who else it's about to rescue through your obedience. Now I call you to speak back. Open your mouth, type in faith, and declare in the comments, "Everything just shifted, and I won't go back." Make it a statement the enemy can't silence. Let it be a line of fire that ignites others to believe. Your words will echo through the page and stir awakening in someone else's spirit. Don't be silent. This is your altar of confirmation. And now, hear me clearly. Subscribe. Not as a casual click, but as a covenant. This channel is my voice to your everyday, my whisper in your wilderness. I will meet you here again and again, with fresh words, divine timing, and life-altering truth. Subscribe because I've marked this space as a resting place for your spirit. Join me here, and I'll keep speaking. I always have more to say. Amen.